Hey kids, what's happening? It's Friday. We like to call this time of the day Friday date night because look at this beauty that I have sitting next to me here.
Hey, beautiful people. Long time no see.
My wife is with me tonight, and we're going to go out and get something to eat here in a little bit. But we thought we'd sit around and chit-chat with you for a little bit. We worked our tails off today here at the property, and no easy task. We mowed grass here today, which is an all-day job.
It is.
V helped me. It's kind of a 50-50. We both worked together and we got it knocked out. It was a lot of work, but we started this morning and we finished up this afternoon.
Yeah, we do both trimming and lawn tractor.
Yeah. And it's hot too. You know, it's one of these 90-degree days, so you got to watch yourself, drink plenty of fluids.
Sure felt good to get in the shower afterwards.
How about those eyebrows? Look at those eyebrows of yours here.
You want to see my eyebrows? Check them out.
When V went through chemo treatment, she lost all of her hair and she lost her eyebrows. And she was having a hard time getting them back. So what's going on here?
Well, they were growing back in little bits. There were like bald spots in between, and I would always have to draw them in and worry about, oh, they're going to melt off. I can't rub them if I have an itch or anything. So I asked my oncologist, is it okay if I get my eyebrows microbladed? And he said, of course. He said, you're done with chemo.
So what's microblading?
Microblading is similar to getting a tattoo. And I did tell the lady that does the microblading, she's an esthetician. I told her, I said, oh, after all I've been through, I've had lung biopsy, rib biopsy, I was awake for a port, and I've got 4 tattoos. I go, this will be a walk in the park. Let me tell you, not the case. It hurt so bad. She said she numbed it, but it was only numb for maybe 20 minutes at the most, and then she started scratching away.
I watched a video on it. It looks like they use a very little tiny micro, almost like a razor blade, and they make like little cuts in her eyebrow to emulate the hairs, you know, kind of in the shape that the hairs would go. And then they rub like a
coloring,
a dye that goes into the wound, and then it heals back over after time. So your eyebrows have been healing up now for a couple weeks now, right?
Yeah, they were scabbed over. I mean, you couldn't tell, but I could feel them, and they just started falling off the scabs. But the eyebrows look really nice now, and let me tell you, that was just my first visit. She made me stop because I was bleeding so bad. She goes, I'm not going to keep scratching on you, so let this heal. Come back in a couple weeks. So I go back in a couple weeks and get them done.
Yeah,
again.
they'll fill them in a little thicker for her,
Right.
And then she'll really pop, and I'll be fighting the men off of her.
Oh, doubt that.
Oh boy, so she's been through the ringer, and she's a fighter though. She's still been going hard at it. The small cell lung cancer, but so far so good. Her scans have been clear. But we went in yesterday to review some very recent scans she had this week with the doctor, and they found well, there was something in the top of her lung where the cancer originated. But they have radiated that part of the lung, and the doctor told us that after radiation that scar tissue starts to show up. So they were seeing scar tissue in her lung, but it looked like it was different.
Prominent.
Yeah, it was different from the last scan. So with that...
Well, he said the spot was more prominent than my previous scan.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, we'll continue the course with the immunotherapy. But to be positive, he consulted with the radiation oncologist who would not confirm or deny if it was scar tissue. So they have me scheduled to go for a PET scan. And a PET scan, you get an injection of nuclear type dye, and you wait about a half hour maybe, and they put you in a machine. And if you have any type of cancer, it will glow in your body. So they're telling me if this glows, then it's the tumor coming back. But if it's very faint, just like a shadow, that's just scar tissue.
Yeah.
So pray that nothing else glows
Yeah.
while I'm in there.
Yeah, the PET scan, the reason that the cancer glows is because wherever there's cancer in the body, the cells are very active trying to fight the cancer. So there's a lot of energy in those places where the cancer is, and it'll actually glow. We've seen some of the PET scans before, and it's like an orange glow, little spots where the cancer is. So we're hoping we don't see any of that.
Right, and the doctor did say yesterday with the CT scan, the lung was the only issue they saw. The rest of the body was fine. So I hope the PET scan also confirms that nothing else glowing.
Yep. So far so good. We keep praying, and God's been really good to us. We're filled with many blessings, and we're living a good life.
I go back in August for the brain. I don't know if people are aware that immunotherapy does not work. It does not go to the brain. It only works from the neck down.
And she's getting the immunotherapy every 3 weeks. So there's no treatment for her brain with this immunotherapy. So obviously we got to keep an eye on her brain too. But that happens later in August.
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the big update for now.
Aren't you glad you clicked on our video?
Well, we like to keep you guys in the loop too. Life is full of battles for every one of us.
Yes.
I always say every one of us carries our own cross to some degree or another. We don't always know by looking or knowing at somebody exactly what burdens they carry on their back. But
I always say it could be worse. When I go to the infusion center, there are people there battling 2 kinds of cancer. You could have lung cancer and stomach cancer, or you could have colon cancer and lung cancer. So I feel fortunate to be battling just one kind of cancer. And I was told years ago, it makes so much sense to me now. I was young when an older woman told me, Val, if everyone threw their problems out in the road, guaranteed you would run out and pick back your own and take them.
That's for sure.
And that's the truth.
Yep, that's the truth. So there you go. That's our story for today. Are you getting hungry?
I am.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. We got to decide where we want to go. But
I didn't eat lunch today, so.
Usually we get in the truck and we start driving off to get something to eat, and I'll say, "Where do you want to go?" She'll say, "I don't know. Where do you want to go?" I don't know. Where do you want to go?
There we go.
And then I'll say, "Oh, well, let's go." And she'll go, "No, I don't want to go there. I want." So you know the drill.
Typical female stuff.
So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching.
It was good to see you all again.
Give us a thumbs up, like our video, subscribe if you haven't yet,
And share it with your friends.
and keep coming back for more. We'll stay tuned. Till next time, guys, we'll catch you later.